it's recording. There you go. You
Is
got
it?
That's me, Richard. I've been wanting to make a documentary for years, and I've been looking for the right subject.
As usual, there are 5,000 things going on all the time. You could take the mask off, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off outside.
Come in. Listen, come in.
Yeah.
And get yourself settled in there.
Yeah.
What I thought is I would make the lunch and you take 2 minutes.
Do you mind if I film us eating?
No, I don't mind you filming. Well, yeah, I do, in a way, because it's not while I'm eating.
Yeah, I can film myself eating,
You can
but
film
not
yourself
you.
eating. Not
Yeah.
me, because I'm
All
just a
right.
pig.
All right.
I drop things all over. And I'm burping like crazy. All right, so it's going to be very interesting eating with me because
Yes.
I'm going bleh all the time. I think it's
Indigestion,
I think
isn't
it's
it?
called GERD.
Mm.
It's called what it's called is tension. What do you want me to do about the boxes, Richard?
We're going to go through some of the boxes. You're going to just recall. We're going to look at some pictures or memorabilia, and you can talk about what
I'm
we see.
suggesting that you get them down.
I wanted to tell Lynn Ruth Miller's intimate story.
Tension is served. If you put the croissants there. And I can make you tea and coffee.
Yes.
I can make you tea or coffee. I have loads
Don't worry.
and I have milk. That's lovely, lovely. Let's see, we put them here. Yeah, and I guess I went that, right? No, I'm thrilled with that. That goes in the kitchen.
Okay.
Unless you want 2 of them, which I don't think you will. This is a killer salad. There's hardly any lettuce in it. Jesus, I can't believe that it's this late when we're finally doing it. Okay, I need you to get out of here. I need to concentrate, and I can't concentrate with you in here. I have made unbelievable mistakes because I'm not used to having people around me. You can look through some of this yourself. I mean, that's my wedding.
We'll look at it together later. Yeah.
Jesus, it just makes me sick. I don't know what this is. This might be something you don't have to do. Let me see
Yeah,
what
it's a
that
late
is.
bloomer, don't worry. 22 books.
It's books.
Yeah.
So you can keep the books up there. Don't take the books down.
Yes, of course.
Because I mean, I've got thousands of them.
Okay.
Do you realize I've written 16 books,
16.
and half of them are crap. Don't like to admit it. And when I finish, I think, yeah, did it. And they're terrible. It's sort of like with my paintings. I would figure that maybe 50% of them are worth looking at, and the other 50% I love. Because they're never here. I take them down. If I don't like them, I take them down. So I love every one that's here. Okay, so now you leave me alone. I suggest that you look through some of these things yourself, because I'm not going to be able to sit with you, and it's going to take me a while to get this done.
Right.
And I don't want you in here because otherwise
Okay.
it'll be awful.
Please remember to take all your belongings with you when you leave the train.
No, the best thing to do.
Please mind the gap between
Yes.
the train and the platform.
You okay there?
I'm having digestion problems, so you're going to get a lot of burping. I'm really having terrible digestion problems, so I don't know what it is.
You are fitter than we are.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about? This is nothing. I didn't get my walk in yesterday. I just do this every day. All right, we're almost there. Now we're going to turn.
At the beginning, I didn't know what this film was going to be about. So I was looking for a story. Here is Lynn Ruth Miller having dinner with a friend. I noticed that Lynn Ruth did not eat much.
The thing that I know he doesn't get the story when he says there's no story. The story is that nobody my age, I mean nobody, what I'm doing is fine for me, it's nothing. But what I am, most people think they can't be. And they can. It's the courage not to live the same day over and over and over again. Isn't that it, Chrissy? Have some bananas, they're good. Because Julian Caddy has followed me with Edinburgh. But the thing is that it's too big a story. Do you understand what I'm saying?
There's a lot of information. I know that.
Yeah, you've got to...
So I need to find angles.
Well, I think Chrissy gave you the only angle that there is to the story of me. That's the angle. I'm nothing special, but I've done a lot of special things with my life.
Doing some new material. Give it up for Lynn Ruth Miller!
And I want to say to somebody, I hope you're well when I don't give a shit.
Here is Lynn Ruth Miller at Top Secrets Comedy Club in London.
People are so afraid of aging. They really are so afraid of aging. And I'm here to tell you, there's absolutely nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of. I can say, yeah, nothing. Yeah, this has been the best year of my life. Even with lockdown, this has been the best year of my life. Of course, I can't remember any of the others. But
Lynn Ruth Miller clearly loves the limelight. Yet she still wonders why she hasn't hit the big time. But she is always in a hurry. After months of filming, Lynn Ruth Miller on Zoom, after hours and hours of conversation, one of the most telling moments is when she forgot to switch off her Zoom.
it's an insult.
I kept on filming.
Oh, well, now this is the thing. I know what the problem is a little. I do not have a PR person. You have to pay them thousands, or an agent. I've been trying to get an agent forever, and I don't like them. But an agent gets you in, and I've got to remember to do the stand again. The agent gets you in. So when you promote yourself, what they think, and they're right, is it's that little eccentric old lady. She's cute, but we're going to take this big name who's been on television. And why the hell I'm not on television on one of those talk shows, one of those contests, the quiz shows, is something I don't know. But I keep this woman whose name is Sindhu V. She is awful, but she's got a ton of money, and she's all over the place now. But you don't have to pay for any of these people, Richard.
She wanted to take me to Brighton
My friends understand.
to meet some of her friends.
Was it Claire?
I was interested in Carol.
So this is Carol, and Carol was the person that Lynn Ruth was doing the show opposite when we met her.
And she was the blonde bombshell in Monty Python.
Certainly was, and she actually made that.
Can we meet her?
No, we could.
About 11 miles away.
She's in Shoreham.
Next time.
I don't know. I don't know that she'll sign a release for anything. You know that. She's very careful. They only sell a pair.
Let's go back a few months. This is where I try to get Lynn Ruth Miller to sign a release form. She does eventually.
So you can have that.
This is it. I was invited to Lynn Ruth Miller's house to look through her archives, but there was little time.
Too small. Let me look at this. That one is too small for the scrapbooks.
Was she really going to let me in?
It is up there.
Will I have a story?
Behind the suitcase, or it has
Will I
to
be able to
inside.
finish this film? If it's not there, it's not there. There's no miracle to it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want them?
Is she shutting me out because I'm a man?
We can remove it and then I can...
No, because you've got to put it back together. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can attach it
I don't think you quite understand. They'll disintegrate if air gets in them, and if you're going to open up the side, you're going to ruin the box.
It began to feel like Lynn Ruth was putting obstacles in my path, and it was making me anxious.
I have no idea where the volume is. I think this is the volume. I think this is the volume. Yeah. And I feel a collage coming on. I'm so excited. I'm going to do a collage. But anyhow, so what I'm going to do for you, I think I've got it all ready to go. It's a pastel because you can see a result better. But I can also do what I want to fuss around with this, so it's up to you. I've got to have a lot of light. Don't like that at all.
Despite my complaints about access and story, Lynn Ruth Miller did her best to try to accommodate what she thought was of interest. She invited me to the Phoenix Artists Club to celebrate her 87th birthday.
The Americans are so crazy. They do all these crazy studies to convince all of us that we're falling apart, and they're not. And one of the things, they did a study on the male condition. They did a study on the male condition, and they decided that testosterone was toxic. Would you believe that, Sarah? Testosterone was toxic. I figured that one out after my second divorce. Then they said that more men kill themselves than women, so that all goes to show they can do something right, isn't that right? There's some pictures here. Another diary. Would you believe these diaries? I can't believe I kept all this shit. Yeah.
I found out that Lynn Ruth only became a comedian at the age of 71.
These are Edinburgh things. You would be interested.
And she did it because she was lonely. She had been a writer for much of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking at what it's in?
Yeah.
It's in the Sunday magazine. I got $50 for this. Everybody else was getting $1,000 for this.
I knew she'd been married and had a horrible divorce.
I'm not the right sex. I'm not the right size. I don't have good legs, and I'm far too wise. There's no stereotype that I don't defy. They don't give a shit, 'cause I'm not a guy. It's a man's world, you know, so I got me a dick. Cut my hair short, use a blue bic. Play with my balls, ride a motorbike. It's testosterone that gives you a strike. It's a man's world, you know. This is after he left. He says, continued good health. I was anorexic. I weighed about 50 pounds.
Who wrote this?
My husband.
What does this say?
It says,
Do you want to read it to us?
remember, he got a divorce. I put him through school. He took home all his wedding gifts and a car that I had bought him because I was working and he wasn't. He paid absolutely nothing, and I was impoverished for the rest of my life. He says, to you, Lynn, fulfillment of the wishes I was unable to fulfill, and continued good health, which is interesting because, as I said, I was anorexic and I weighed about 50 pounds. And above all, the knowledge that in spite of everything, our 2 years will leave behind some very fond and warm feelings. Maybe for him. They didn't for me. Let's see what else we have here. This is my mom. Hello? We just need to crack on because I need you to go home.
Yes.
I've got stuff to do.
Richard, I've got company now.
Okay,
I'm in hospice.
I see. Okay, I'll email you. Hospice.